Berlin. The United States under President Trump increasingly treats Europe as a global competitor rather than a partner and is pursuing policies that potentially hurt the interests of traditional U.S. allies, Germany's top diplomat said Tuesday. The traditional transatlantic political architecture since World War II is beginning to crumble, added German Foreign Minister Sigmar Gabriel. He said the Trump administration often views Europe as a competitor and sometimes even as an economic adversary. Trump's campaign slogan, "Make America Great Again," is about the restoration of supposedly good old times, but it has real effects on other nations, Gabriel told the Berlin Foreign Policy Forum. The gathering was held in advance of a NATO foreign ministers meeting that begins Tuesday in Brussels and includes Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. "We see a return to borders and the supposed strength of the nation-state," Gabriel said. He cited Trump's announcement that the United States will withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord, his undermining of the international nuclear deal with Iran, sanctions on Russia approved by Congress that could harm Germany's energy supplies, and the potential U.S. designation of Jerusalem as the undivided capital of Israel. Those foreign policy moves were made without much consideration of European views, Gabriel said. Confusion, warnings as Trump leaves open decision on Jerusalem. If the Iran deal collapses, the risk of war and insecurity rises for Europe, he warned. On Jerusalem, he underscored Germany's view, shared by the United States for decades, that the status of the city can be resolved only through negotiations between Israel and the Palestinians, who claim East Jerusalem as the capital of a future state. Anything that aggravates the crisis is counterproductive, Gabriel said. U.S. relations with Germany have soured under Trump, who has criticized Chancellor Angela Merkel for catastrophic mistakes in her handling of migrants and refugees and has accused the country of failing to pay back dues to NATO. He has also strongly criticized Germany's trade imbalance with the United States. Speaking in German, Gabriel said that Germany should adopt a tougher and more self-reliant stance that does not necessarily rely on U.S. leadership. Germany cannot afford to wait for decisions in Washington or to just react. We have to describe our own positions and, if necessary, also make clear to our allies where the limits of our solidarity are reached. The foreign minister's pessimism was mirrored in public opinion polling data released at the conference by the Korber Foundation, a German think tank. Among Germans, 56% said the country's current relationship with the United States is somewhat or very bad, while 88% said Germany's defense partnership with European nations should have priority over future partnership with the United States. The survey of 1,005 respondents was conducted October 4 to 18 and had a margin of error of plus or minus 5 percentage points. Gabriel, who met with Tillerson in Washington on Iran and other issues last week, said Germany and other nations should continue to find ways to influence U.S.